Music is powerful for deep and difficult subjects. As a musician, I've written many songs dealing with the journey to your ultimate life. This video will use one song from my album, Name of the Black, to add depth to that topic. Today, we're diving right into those terrifying times when you know that there is no answer to your critics except that they are right, and you are the cause of all the misery. Though this is a song of loneliness and heartbreak, it's only a prelude to light and joy that comes with the journey of healing. Some wonder why I do these songs of dark and pain. There are two parts to that answer. First, I've been there, and the story needs telling. Second, you may be there now. I want to meet you there so you can follow me to a better place, a place of light and peace. There is always a way forward. You wait vainly for something to be different, for something out there to change. You're waiting for your ship to come in. Sometimes you feel like you have tried everything. You're trying to measure up, trying to make life be what you thought it should be, or what you think everyone else expects of you. You still come up short, and it all falls down around you. Your job is unsatisfying, or you lose your employment. You can't find anything except a low-paying job, or maybe nothing at all, so money is a constant threat. Maybe you have a great job, but it's just emptiness. None of it matters, and all the cash buys nothing. Worst of all, your heart is empty. Your relationship with yourself is terrible because you know you don't measure up to your expectations. Or maybe the expectations are from others. Maybe you're trying to live a life that someone else has dictated and you just don't fit in. Your emotional pain is off the charts and you take comfort in hiding. Where do you hide? Maybe in some compulsive behavior. Is it binge watching mindless TV? Is it emotional eating? Is it self-harm? Is it alcohol or drugs? Gambling or preoccupation with sex? Whatever it is, you know it's consuming you and you can't seem to get your life under control. You look around you and others seem to be okay. So what's wrong with you anyway? Sinking deeper and deeper, you just decide that your life is meant to be confusing, lost, sad, and empty. Maybe you've even considered or attempted suicide. If you roll all this into a ball and it plays in your heart over and over again, then it seems to have its own drumbeat. It seems to have its own melody and its own lyric. No one can hear it but you. And you are lost and missing from your own life. What do you do then? This is the place where the Anthem of Sorrow was born. The empty place of nothing left and nothing meaning anything. If you've been there, you know. If you haven't, you might think it's a game played by those who don't want to try. I stood at the window and waited, hoping my ship would come in. Wondering today if there'd be a way or if darkness would take me again. The sunset was crimson and golden, and the clouds, they all seemed to be burning. But the fire I saw, it just wouldn't thaw all the freezing that held all my yearning. Sing the Anthem of sorrow and the story of not good enough. I lay in a coffin I borrow and hide through the night, and it never seems right. So I wait here in fear of tomorrow. Sing the anthem of sorrow. Death, my friend, can you take me home to your place tonight? Or maybe I'll just float away in empty, silent flight. If my heart could be still for a moment and the voices just stop the attack of the chorus of never quite being enough, and bitterness bringing me back to sing the anthem of sorrow and the story of not good enough. I bargain for time that I borrow in the dark, lonely place and the bitter embrace of the battle that's coming tomorrow. Sing the anthem of sorrow. What can I do? What can I say to make all this pain go away? I'm looking for peace and a place of release, but the lies that I hear just betray me. Night after night come the demons. The dance of the madness begins. I never hold out when I cry or I shout, so I melt into sadness again and again and sing the anthem of sorrow, the story of not good enough. I know that the time that I borrow will come to an end, and then darkness, my friend, might take me before it's tomorrow. Sing the anthem of sorrow. I find comfort and peace as I slip to release and I drown in the anthem of sorrow. Haunting melody, twisted feelings, infinite pain, no refuge and no place to rest, no recourse. Here's the song that I heard in my heart and through every part of my being as I lived in that place.
I stood at the window and waited, hoping my ship would come in, wondering today if there'd be a way or if darkness would take me again. And the sunset was crimson and golden, and the clouds, they all seemed to be burning, but the fire I saw, it just wouldn't thaw the freezing that held all my yearning. Sing the anthem of sorrow, a story of not good enough. I lay in a coffin I borrow and hide through the night, and it never seems right, so I wait here in fear of tomorrow. Sing the anthem of sorrow. Death, my friend, can you take me home to your place tonight? Maybe I'll just float away in empty, silent flight. If my heart could be still for a moment and the voices just stop the attack of the chorus of never quite being enough, and bitterness bringing me back to sing the anthem of sorrow, a story of not good enough. I bargain for time that I borrow in a dark, lonely place and a bitter embrace of a battle that's coming tomorrow. Sing the anthem of sorrow. can I do? What can I say to make all this pain go away? I'm looking for peace and a place of release, but the lies that I hear just betray me. Night after night come the demons. The dance of the madness begins. I never hold out when I cry or I shout, so I melt into sadness again. And again. Sing the anthem of sorrow, story of not good enough. I know that the time that I borrow will come to an end, and then darkness, my friend, might take me before it's tomorrow. I find comfort and peace as I slip to release, and I drown in the anthem of sorrow. The anthem of sorrow.
If this is your truth, then I understand what you feel. I lived in that place for years, and my heart and soul twisted in the wind for decades. As hard as this all is to hear, the truth is that it doesn't need to be a permanent situation in life. Finally, I decided to do two things. First, I decided to accept help. I knew in my heart that the road I was on led only one place, and that was death, and perhaps worse. That thought was very attractive at times, but somehow I knew there was more. What I was experiencing wasn't the full truth of life. I knew I couldn't do this alone, and so I decided to share my situation and feelings and accept the fact that I couldn't do this alone. Second, I chose to take control of my life. Till now, I had let the expectations and demands of others, or my perception of them, control everything. All my effort was on pleasing someone. It never worked, and I got nothing except misery. I decided that if my life was going to mean anything, that I had to take the lead in directing its course. That was the decisive change. No more was I the spectator in my life. It was painful. It was hard. It was embarrassing. People got angry, and people would not believe or help. I didn't care anymore. It was time to be reborn. Love to you.